Alright guys, how's it going? Well, I've just got back from Alicante. I've been to the tattoo removal clinic, that's right, and I'm a little bit sore. But I can handle it, girls, no problem. Just a minute, guys. Bacon in air fryer. Priorities. I might wither away. So, yeah, just got back actually, and I wanted to talk to you about Nico Williams. Now, I'm sure I made a video about him yesterday, you know what my memory's like. I was a bit suspicious by some of the reporting, if you remember, especially from Fabrizio Romano, and I spoke about how he was one of the wealthiest people in the industry in terms of, media, football, gossip, rumours and all that. And I don't know if I explained why I was saying that really. Because if you're generating X amount of power, really that's your living or whatever, and he's very successful with it, right? Then it's important to keep making claims all of the time to sustain that income stream, that revenue stream. And I just thought that Fabrizio's latest suggestions, that Liverpool had sat down with the player's agent or wanted to sign him or whatever, it just seemed a little bit strange because, he was also talking about Chelsea and, I thought he had his Chelsea out. And Fabrizio, as good as he is and as interesting and entertaining as he is, there are people out there that think he's on the payroll of, I'm not saying like getting bungs and that, but agents and stuff like, you help me, I'll help you. So what happens is a club can say, you need to get that out, Fabrizio, or whatever. All right, yeah, no problem. And then when he needs some news later, right, he helped that club previously or that agent, and then they'll give him a bit and say, it's all done now, Fab, you can tell them. Do you get me drift, right? My scrambled eggs nearly ready, hang on. Ooh, look at that, it's nice that. Right, do you get me drift? So you're not directly receiving envelopes full of cash as being on the payroll, but you have a working relationship, right? And I just thought that yesterday's claims were a little bit suspect. I weren't too sure about them. We know that Liverpool have been interested in Nico Williams before, right? However, straight away, you've got James Pearce denying it, right? With Liverpool, basically giving out the vibe that, Liverpool have got, enough players in that department, Jota and Gakpo and Diaz. So why are Liverpool saying this? Why do Liverpool want that message out there? Now, it could be, look at the size of that plate, that doesn't surprise you, does it? It could be that Liverpool have made some inquiries and that the players' salary demands are too high. And I think that is, I don't know if I mentioned that yesterday, but I've certainly spoke about it on the live streams. It's, the release clause might be acceptable, but the salary may not, and that's something that might not interest Liverpool. It could be that, or it could be Fabrizio Romano trying to help Chelsea. We won't get into the how could it help Chelsea, but just trust me on that one, right? You've got to be careful with Romano, trust me. You just got to you have to trust me, simple as fucking. Because my dinner's nearly ready, I'm not standing here all day, right? So, or it could be that Luis Diaz is not getting his dream move to Barcelona. Liverpool could be playing that as well out publicly, right? Luis, no, we're not interested in him because we've got Luis Diaz. Sustains the valuation. If Liverpool suddenly going for Nico Williams, Barcelona and the player himself, Diaz, could use that as in their advantage because if Liverpool bring in a player like Nico Williams, they might be willing to accept less money for Luis Diaz, which will be, music to the ears of Barcelona. Because Barcelona want to sign him, right? You do know that, don't you? And these things keep coming on. You do know that Diaz wants to go to Barcelona. you know, if he doesn't get his move, you do know that he's going to say, I never wanted to leave, I always wanted to be here and all that. You know that shit, right? Some fans can be very vulnerable. No, he never wanted to go, you made it all up, fatty. Look, he said he wanted to be here. He wants to go to Barcelona, but Barcelona haven't got a pot to piss in at the moment. How do they make it happen? They either have to sell or hope that Liverpool decrease the valuation. Now, Liverpool would only decrease the valuation of Diaz if they needed to get rid because they had someone coming in a similar position. So, which one is he? Do you know what I think? Do you know what I think it is? When I say which one is it Fabrizio Romano using Liverpool and Liverpool's interest isn't genuine? Is it that? Is it Nico Williams' salary being too high? Is it that? Or is it related to Luis Diaz because he ain't leaving, so Liverpool are like, nah, we're all right, thanks. Which one is it? Which one do you think? You tell me. Do you know which one I think it is? I think it's to do with that Nico Williams' salary. I think it's to do with that. And at the moment, Liverpool haven't got an opening because Luis Diaz ain't going anywhere unless Barcelona pay the money. So I think they're kind of related, those two options, a little bit. I'm not sure if I'm making sense. But I did say to you, didn't I, before James Pearce piped up, that something sounded suspicious about it. Now, it straight away grabbed my attention, and it must have grabbed the attention of someone at Anfield because they want you to know that today, or they want that message out today that we're not looking for a player like that. Barcelona read that and go, oh, fuck. Give me drift. I'm probably not explaining myself very well because I've got bacon on my mind. Do you know what I'm saying? Now, I'm going to ask you a question. If a chick walked in here, right, semi-naked, old ups on, heels, chaps out, right, do you reckon, if she stood there and went, come on, big boy, do you reckon I'd go, yeah, all right, and then leave that bacon? Or do you reckon I'd go, don't talk so fucking stupid. What do you reckon I'd do? There's a question for you. So you don't get that on top res channels, do you? It's taking its time. That's the only thing about doing bacon in an air fryer. It fucking takes forever. The scrambled eggs going cold. That's just fallen off my arm and that's not going back on it now. So, what do you think about Williams? What do you think? There's other things I want to be talking to you as well about today. 53 million pounds for Williams is I think that's a good fee, mate. Like, especially if you sold Diaz, so it's, you know what I mean. It would affect things, but the salary demand could be strange. Yeah, not strange. Could be problematic because you know FSG are tight fuckers, right? But I also think there's an element of not knowing what to believe from that Fabrizio Romano. Have I just picked every answer there when I said which one is it? That's not very helpful, is it? But it kind of is all intertwined. But I'll stick with what I said yesterday. It sounds a bit suspicious. I don't believe that Liverpool have sat down with his representation. I think that is Romano chatting shit to help his mates out elsewhere. That's what I think. Wait till Fabrizio knows it all, yo gets fucking going. We'll have some fun with that. Right. What do you reckon? Fancy a bit, big boy, or are you going to have that bacon and egg? If you appreciate this video, please give me a thumbs up. Please drop me a comment answering any of the questions that I've raised in this video. If you want to buy me a beer or a coffee, hit the super thanks button. Please read the video description and join my newsletter. You'll like it very much. Alright guys, I've got to go. Can you hear Remy? Remy's here. You can smell that bit, you could fuck right up. Alright guys, alright. Oh, I'll be live at 2 o'clock.